Droid fighting with the blockers, makes it through, picks up 4 points, and calls it off. All right, jamming for Shoreline, we have number 3381, and jamming for Mass Attack, we have 117, Mandalorian. Mando's the one who's going to pick up lead jammer, yet another Mass Attack lead jam. And number 0 for Mass Attack is going to the penalty box for a multiplayer. Meanwhile, Mando, getting hit out of bounds, is going to recycle back through the pack again, which she does, and then picks up another 4 points for Mass Attack. All right, everybody scored on that jam. We are now sitting at 137 for Mass Attack and 40 points for Kraken Skulls. All right, we are in jam number 3 for the second period of this game. Jamming for Shoreline is number 33. Jamming for Mass Attack is L-Word, but it is going to be Shoreline that picks up lead jammer. L-Word making it through the pack. Shoreline picking up an easy 4 points for their team, and she is going to call it off, holding Mass Attack at 0 points and 4 points for Shoreline. We'd like to take a minute to say thank you yet again to our amazing hosts. We are happy to be at Teamworks in Seekonk in this amazing multi-sport facility. All right, we have another lead jam for Mass Attack, number 588, Rabid Raccoon. Jamming for Shoreline tonight is number 2. All right, Rabid's going to go ahead and call off the jam, and it is looking like Mass Attack picked up a couple points on that one. If you would like to vote for your fan favorite from the first game, you're going to go ahead and have to get those votes in very soon, as voting for fan favorites for this game will be closing soon. All of the money goes to benefit the league. Bills are real, even when you're a nonprofit, and every little bit helps. Meanwhile, Android, lead jammer for Mass Attack, picks up 4 points for the team. And we do have a star pass for Shoreline. Our new jammer is number 89, Jin in Demonic. Another 4 points for Mass Attack, holding this at an 8-point jam right now. And Black 28, Ricky Bobby's heading on over to the penalty box for Mass Attack, and Android takes that as an opportunity to call off the jam. That was a 12-point jam for Mass Attack. Our current score is 153 for Mass Attack to 44 for Shoreline. All right, easy lead jam for Shoreline, number 3-3, running right up the inside track. Meanwhile, Mandalorian is fighting to get through, looking very ferocious, and she has done it. Number 110 going on over to the penalty box for Mass Attack. We have a very special shout out for Crash Spec. Crash, listen up. Happy birthday, you squinky winky little 30-year-old beast. Beat them for science. From Aaron, Courtney, Aiden, TJ, Nadine, Ari, Jillian, Jay, Jesse, Jody, and Keegan. Happy birthday, Crash Spec number 209. Aren't shout-outs fun? It's not too late. You can get a shout-out for your favorite player. Head on over to the Mass Attack vendor booth and they will get you all set up. Shout-outs are $5 for 10 words, and once again, all the proceeds do go to benefit the Mass Attack Roller Derby League. We're in a little bit of an official timeout. This is a great time to give a shout out to Shaggy Chic Dog Grooming Salon, owned by Mass Attack's very own Jinja Ninja. It is an open concept salon featuring all natural products. Creative grooming options are available. She is located in Attleboro, Massachusetts, and for phone number, check out the back page of the program you were given when you came in. We'd also like to thank Leap of Faith Dance Studio. Leap of Faith is a dance studio that serves the families of the South Coast. Specializing in ballet technique, we offer quality dance education to children of all ages. We provide a positive environment for children to be able to grow artistically and creatively. A safe place for children to come and share in the arts is so important, and that is what we strive to provide. All right, looks like we're about to wrap up this official timeout. They have gotten everything all sorted. We're going into Jam 7 of the second period of this game, and an easy lead jam for Shoreline. Number 19 picking up lead jammer. Number 19 is Dubs. Black 11 is going to the penalty box, meaning that Shoreline has picked up a power jam. This is a time for them to put some serious points up on that board and close the gap between the two teams. Ooh, gets hit out of bound by number 417, Killbot. Dubs is going to have to legally enter behind her, which she has done. Now she has to face the Mass Attack tripod. And meanwhile, we have a blocker heading on over to the penalty box for Shoreline. And that tripod is proving to be very difficult to get past, and number 19 Dubs has decided to call it off. Speaking of companies that are owned by Mass Attack's very own, did you know that Stephanie with the Sense is owned by none other than tonight's captain, number 911, Skinner? To check out all of her lovely candles, go on over to the vendor village where she has a full table set up. All right, we have a lead jam for Mass Attack, number 588, Rabid Raccoon. All right, white number 9 is going to the penalty box for a clockwise block. I'm sorry, that was number 89. Rabid Raccoon picking up another 4 points for Team Black. All right, we have a new jammer, number 33. All right, Shoreline now has a power jam as number 588's heading on over to the penalty box. Picking up 4 points so far for Shoreline. Let's see what she can do with the next 20 seconds. All right, white number 22 is going to the penalty box for a clockwise block. Meanwhile, Shoreline picking up 4 more points. She's feeling good about herself, and she should. I love when you see everybody out there smiling and having a good time, because even though this is a sanctioned game, at the end of the day, we are here to have fun. Ooh, a nice hit out of bounds by Skinner. That was a crucial hit. Has to reset behind that tripod. We are going the full 2 minutes for this jam. That is the longest 2 minutes in any Derby player's life, especially when it's July and it's 90 degrees outside. All right, we have a bunch of score changes here. So Mass Attack is sitting at 164. Shoreline is currently sitting at 72 points. There are 20 minutes left of the game, and anything can happen. We are having an official timeout. If you like beer and other adult beverages, you can head on upstairs real quick and hit up Red's Kitchen. If you go online and place your order right now, it will be ready by the time intermission rolls through. I personally took advantage of that earlier. Cannot wait to eat my chicken strips and Parmesan fries. Very excited. All right, and we're wrapping up the end of this review and ready to get back to business. Jamming for Mass Attack, we have number 218, Mac Daddy, picking up lead jam. I think this is her first lead jam of the night. Number 417, Killbot, heading on over to the penalty box for Mass Attack, where she'll be joining her teammate, Lanzania. And we have a star pass for Shoreline. Their new jammer is number 3381. Mac Daddy flying through that wall, picking up 4 points for Mass Attack and calling it quits. All right, here we go, rocking into jam number 10. Mandalorian thought she was about to fly up the inside line, but got knocked down and had to start over. Speaking of getting knocked down and starting over, same thing happened with Shoreline's jammer, number 89. That Mass Attack tripod tonight has been very difficult to get through, which is no surprise as they are undefeated for the season so far. Mando giving a little shake to the crowd, hyping everybody up. And picking up another 4 points for her troubles. Gotta love when people are out here having fun. Oh no, and she is now heading on over to the penalty box. Shoreline has a lead jam. I'm sorry, not a lead jam, I meant a power jam. Not really sure where our jammer is for Shoreline at the moment. Seems to be a little bit of confusion out on the track. Okay, so she is out on the track. We're in the middle of doing a little bit of a sneaky star pass, but the sneak is over. Everybody is now aware of what's going on. The ref was asking to see the star in her hand because it is actually illegal to completely cover up the helmet cover in your hand. You have to have the star showing so that the refs can see it at all times, or it is a penalty and will end you up in the penalty box. All right, we have a lead jam for Mass Attack, number 11 L-Word. And picking up an easy 4 points for Mass Attack and deciding to go ahead and call it off. I have a shout out for Mac. Can we give a heads up? Mac, you listening? Mac, Mac. Be the Mac in my Big Mac. Love, Mary. The message was delivered. She definitely heard. Ooh, a little jammer on jammer action there, trying to make her eat the baby. And we have number 3381 pushing through the Mass Attack tripod, but it does not work out. She gets hit out of bounds and has to skate back. But meanwhile, Rabid Raccoon just went to the penalty box, so we have a power jam for Shoreline. All right, number 3381 trying to push through the tripod of Mass Attack. Ooh, a huge hit from Ricky Bobby last second there. Didn't get her out of bounds, but that was a huge A for effort on that one. Shoreline getting knocked down, but getting right back up again. Pushing through the tripod. Looks like trying to call off the jam, but she's not lead jammer, so she actually cannot call it off. Meanwhile, Rabid Raccoon is back out on the track and picked up 4 points for Mass Attack. All right, looks like we have a star pass for Shoreline. Our new jammer is number 29. Dahlia Dynamite is our new jammer for Shoreline. Rabid almost getting pushed out of bounds, but they did not take her all the way to the line. All Rabid needs to get through is enough room for one skate, and she will take the opportunity. Looks like we have a power jam for Mass Attack as Dahlia Dynamite's heading on over to the penalty box. So this is the first time this has happened tonight. How do you start off a jam if the jammer is in the penalty box? That means that Mass Attack gets to start off with a power jam, and it is a very strategic, happy place to be. We're going to take a little bit of an official timeout to try to figure out what the confusion there was with that last jam. So what happened was is she became lead jammer and then took her helmet cover off. If you are lead jammer and you take your helmet cover off, you are no longer lead jammer. So we're just trying to get it all sorted and make sure that the scoreboard is correct. Right now we're sitting at 199 points for Mass Attack and 78 points for Kraken Skulls. Roller derby is very complicated. There is a rule for literally every single thing that you could possibly think about. But once again, it's just in the interest of keeping everybody safe and making sure everybody has a good time. All right, number 0, Troubles Braids, heading not to the penalty box and is back on the track. Meanwhile, Mac Daddy's picking up lead jammer for Mass Attack. We are still on the Mass Attack Power Jam. Ooh, and she is able to pick it out and picks up 4 points for Mass Attack. Meanwhile, we got a couple of blockers from each team heading on over to the penalty box. This has been a pretty high penalty game. Tends to happen when it's hot and tensions are rising and all right, we have another blocker for Shoreline heading over to the penalty box, number 715. Meanwhile, Mac Daddy picks up 4 more points for Mass Attack. Number 716 for Mass Attack is heading to the penalty box for a, I think it was a directional. Mac Daddy just grinding out through it all, picks up another 4 points for Mass Attack. She is relentless. Don't forget to vote for your fan favorites. If Mac Daddy's your favorite, throw some money in her tip jar, and she'll win the award. All right, we just had to do a quick adjustment to the time clock. Time got a little off. These things happen. Right now we're sitting at roughly 11 minutes in the second period of the game. We are at Mass Attack's 211 points to Shoreline 78. And we have a lead jam, number 10, Cleo, for Mass Attack. All right, Cleo fighting her way through the Shoreline tripod, manages to pick up 4 points for Mass Attack, and then immediately calls it off, not giving Shoreline an opportunity to score any points for that jam. We have 10 minutes till intermission. It's a perfect time to go ahead and place a food or drink order upstairs. I used the online ordering and it was very convenient. My food was ready for me as soon as I was ready for it. All right, number 588, Rabid Raccoon, punching her way through that tripod, picking up lead jam for Mass Attack. Number 33 for Shoreline, getting hit out of bounds, has to go ahead and recycle in through everybody that hit her out. Gets recycled yet again. Number 1015, Linzania, bringing her all the way back. Rabid getting hit out of bounds, recycling her way back through the crowd of jammer blockers out on the track. But she does make it through and picks up 4 points for Mass Attack. Oh, and we have a power jam for Mass Attack. Ooh, and Rabid slides right through there. If she sees a hole, she takes it, and she is gone. Rabid yet again sneaking through in lane 1. All she needs is enough room for one skate, and she's going to take it every single time. We have a completely empty penalty box for what seems like only a couple of times this whole game. And it's Rabid that's going to pick up another 4 points for Mass Attack. I think she's on like a 16 or a 20-point jam at this point. I've lost track, but it's definitely been a big one. All right, very last second, a penalty got yelled out. So number 1995 is going to start the next jam, sitting in the penalty box. All players sit down for 20 seconds, and then they stand for the last 10 seconds of their penalty. That way they are ready to run back on the track and get up there as quick as they can. Every second lost on the track counts. All right, Mac Daddy flying right through that tripod, picking up her second lead jam of the night for Mass Attack Roller Derby. Meanwhile, that Mass Attack tripod holding number 3 at bay. As she fights to get through, Mac Daddy picks up a cool 4 points for MARD. Pixie Sticks recycles the jammer back for Mass Attack, where she has to start the gauntlet to fight through that tripod, consisting of Droid, Pixie, and Ricky Bobby. That is not a place that I want to be. Nice hit out of bounds by Ricky Bobby, recycling Shoreline all the way back. Meanwhile, Mass Attack is racking up some more points. Mac Daddy currently sitting at 8 points for this jam. Ooh, and Ricky Bobby is going to head on over to the penalty box. And she will be joined by her friend Pixie. I think those two have definitely spent some time in a penalty box together before. All right, that was a fantastic jam by Mac Daddy, picking up 12 points for Mass Attack. Our new scores are 253 to Shoreline 78. Mass Attack is going to start this jam with 2 blockers in the penalty box. That means it's going to be up to Lasagna and Killbot to hold back the jammer all by themselves. There's still time to get in a 50-50 raffle ticket. Proceeds from tonight's 50-50 raffle are going to go to Black Diaspora. They will be here on August 13th hosting a roller derby clinic featuring Poison and Yeti. They will be here on the 13th, and you can scan the back of your program for tickets and more information. If you have a child that you think might be interested in playing roller derby, please go ahead and check out the Northeast Junior Roller Derby table over at Vendor Village. While you're over there, check out all of the other amazing vendors that we have tonight. All right. Looks like each team picked up a couple of points on that jam. Just kidding, that was just Shoreline that picked up some points in that jam, bringing their total up to 82. We have 5 minutes left of this game. Please stick around and join us for the next game, where the Bloody Bordens are going to take on the Yankee Brutals. The Bloody Bordens are this announcer's favorite team. I'm completely biased. Go Bordens. All right, Mandalorian making it out through the pack, but it is Shoreline number 3-3 that has lead jam. Wit and Wild has been picking up a lot of lead jams for Shoreline tonight. All right, Mass Attack definitely has a couple of blockers in the penalty box again, so it's going to be Killbot and Android that are going to try to keep Shoreline's jammer at bay all by them lonesomes. And it is Rabid Raccoon that's going to pick up yet another lead jam for Mass Attack this evening. Meanwhile, Killbot and Droid get a little help from their friend as Linzania re-enters the track, but it's Killbot with a huge hit out of bounds. Dahlia Dynamite having to skate all the way back again and start making her way through that tripod yet again. Meanwhile, Rabid Raccoon just picked up 4 points from Mass Attack. And she just picked up another 4 points. She makes it look easy, but I promise you, it's not easy. Looks like we have a star pass from Shoreline. Our new jammer is number 2, Sassy Lassie. And that is the end of that jam. Rabid Raccoon picked up 12 points for Mass Attack. We are coming down to the final 2.5 minutes of this game. Don't forget that if you're hungry, you can easily head right upstairs and get yourself anything you would like to eat or drink. We started this jam with a completely empty penalty box. I love that. Ooh, number 19, thinking she was about to fly through that wall, but got a little bit of a rude awakening. Pixie Sticks definitely feels like she hit her out of bounds, but maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Either way, she definitely got away with it. And Elward goes ahead and does the hit it and quit it and gets a couple of points and calls the jam off, holding Shoreline to only 0 points for that jam. All right, we are calling an official timeout. As we only have 1.5 minutes left of this game, they want to make sure that everything is correct. If you haven't voted for your fan favorite yet, it is now closed. Thank you to everybody who did. We will be announcing the results of that as soon as this game is over. And we have lead jam for number 10, Cleo for Mass Attack. Meanwhile, number 28, Ricky Bobby's heading on over to the penalty box. Cleo's gonna go ahead and call it. Picking up 4 points for Mass Attack and 3 points for Shoreline. 4 points for Shoreline. I'm sorry, that was 3 points for Shoreline. We are going into Jam 23. There is only 40 seconds left on the clock. This may end up being our last jam. Rabid Raccoon is picking up lead jammer for Mass Attack. Black 1-3 is going to the penalty box for destruction of the pack. Everybody does have to be within a certain distance of each other. If the packs start getting too far away from each other, the refs will give you a warning. If nobody does anything to correct it, the person who is furthest away from it is going to be the one who goes to the penalty box. All right, picking up 4 points for Shoreline is number 19 Dubs, and that is going to be the end of the game. We're going to hang out for just a second. This is an unofficial score. All right, we're still sitting at an unofficial score, but I think it's clear that Mass Attack won. Congratulations.